I mean, Khusanov, the center back who plays at RC Lens. Whoo! He's a beast. He's a beast of a defender. I can't wait to see what his career provides.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
We are about to witness one of the biggest moves in Asian football history, and without a doubt, the biggest move in Uzbek football history, as Abdukodir Khusanov is about to move from RC Lens to Manchester City. What are the implications of this move on Uzbek football? And who is Abdukodir Khusanov? What is this rise of a player who hasn't played a lot of minutes in Ligue 1? So Khusanov was only playing in Belarus in 2023 before making a move to RC Lens for a mere 100,000 euros. But the Uzbek defender has had a great career in the youth level, winning the Under-20 Asian Cup in 2023 on home soil, competing in the U20 World Cup in 2023 in Argentina, having a great performance against Argentina in the opening game, and Khusanov and Uzbekistan made it to the round of 16 of the U20 World Cup. He also competed in the Asian Cup in 2024, as you saw with my reaction where I talked about Khusanov, and he was a player who caught my eye immediately. And why did he catch my eye? His physical abilities are outstanding. His aerial ability is without a doubt a joke. A player standing at 6'1" leaps like a salmon. If you want to compare a modern day center back to Khusanov, it will be Ronald Araujo from Barcelona. Both players rely on their physical abilities, both are quite comfortable on the ball, and I think Khusanov can mold into a player like Araujo. But it is remarkable that Khusanov was only playing in Belarus and only has about 30 appearances with RC Lens and is about to make a massive move to Manchester City. And I think a lot of clubs are looking at Khusanov and thinking to themselves, this guy can be a serious problem in the years coming. Is he the finished article right now? Of course not. The kid is only 20 years old, doesn't have a lot of experience in Europe. But this argument that you need to be Premier League proven or European proven is ridiculous, as we've seen many examples, most notably Kim Min-jae going from Beijing Guan to Fenerbahce and then to Napoli having a great season. Another Napoli player, Kvaratskhelia, who is playing in the Georgian league, first season with Napoli, wins the Scudetto. Yes, those players had a lot more experience playing football, and Khusanov needs the experience, but he's played about 20 games for the Uzbek national team. And if you've been following Asian football and the Asian World Cup qualifiers, Khusanov has been one of the best center backs, as Uzbekistan are a very good defensive team under their manager Katanec. Khusanov can play in a back four, he's played in a back three with RC Lens. So are Manchester City getting the finished article? Absolutely not. They need to be patient with this player. They've been patient with other players like Julian Alvarez, but Khusanov just needs experience. Could he be loaned out possibly next season if the likes of Ruben Diaz or John Stones can stay healthy? But if you listen to some of the quotes about Khusanov from RC Lens, you'll be very ecstatic if you're a Manchester City fan, as Will Still, the FM GOAT, said he's calm, powerful, he's fast. He doesn't talk, but he's good. When I arrived with the departure of Kevin Danso in sight, Jean-Louis Leca, the sports coordinator, told me, don't worry, there's Kodir, who is here and he's ready. And he wasn't wrong. He is very, very impressive potential. Also, Bryce Samba commented, he's a monster. What he did again tonight, he scares me. No, really. For his age, what he does. Khusanov is a very quiet person. He doesn't speak any French, doesn't speak any English. So that cultural aspect as well, moving from Uzbekistan to Belarus, and then Belarus to France, and then France to England. It's going to take some time to adapt to a new culture for Khusanov. But the ability is without a doubt there. If Manchester City can just stay patient with the guy, they're going to get a heck of a center back. And Manchester City's policy right now seems to be going for the younger generation. Now, some people will argue that this move is heavily driven by his agent, and you guessed it, George Mendes. Now, does George Mendes always have the best intentions for the player? No, but maybe for Khusanov, this is the right move. Be coached by one of the greatest managers of all time. And now let's go to the other side. What does this mean for Uzbek football? For Uzbek football, this is outrageous. Like, for me talking about this, when I saw him play against India in the Asian Cup to right now making a move to Manchester City, all of the eyeballs will be on Uzbek football. It kind of reminds me of Japanese football with Nakata. When Nakata made the move to AS Roma, I think some people then saw Japanese football, even though there were some players going to the Bundesliga. But Nakata being a pivotal role in AS Roma winning the Scudetto brought more eyeballs to Japanese players. Could the same thing happen with Khusanov going to Manchester City? Of course, there was Murdov who went to AS Roma, didn't really work out, but this is a whole different story. You're going to one of the best teams in the world under one of the best managers of all time. This is fantastic for notoriety of Uzbek football, who have a lot of potential. And if you don't really know a lot about Uzbek football, they perform very well in the youth level. Their U17 team just beat England in the U17 World Cup. Yeah, Uzbekistan did that. And some of the players in that team, like Mirzaev, who just made a move to Leganes, to Zaidov, who made a move to the Serbian league. And there's another young talent that people don't know in the Uzbeks ranks, and that is Faisulayev, who currently plays at CSK Moscow in Russia. He will most definitely make a move to a top 5 league soon. So I think for Uzbek football, this is heaven. This is heaven right now. You are seeing a player who's going to mature into a top center back. And all of the people will then be intrigued by Uzbek football. This is going to bring more publicity, more eyeballs, more scouting possibly into the Uzbek league. And that can only spell good news, as then the national team will grow more and more. And some people don't even know about Masharipov. Now, Uzbek fans would hope that Khusanov gets all the minutes possible to grow as a center back, grow into a better professional, so that hopefully when Uzbekistan qualify for the World Cup in 2026 and make their debut, Khusanov will be one of the main talking points when it comes into that World Cup. So this is a massive victory, massive W for Uzbek football. And I'm telling you right now, people, if you don't follow Uzbek football, you're going to do that right now. I just hope that Khusanov gets the right amount of minutes at Manchester City and he develops well into a player, because there's the talent there, but it needs time. And we're seeing a lot nowadays in football where a lot of these big clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, they're buying a lot of young talents and nurturing them into the squad. You could say, for example, Vinicius Jr. and Real Madrid, who struggled mightily at the beginning, but right now is one of Ballon d'Or contenders. So with these top clubs having this sort of approach, it's no wonder why Manchester City went after Khusanov, because they see the talent and they can develop him into a fantastic player. But the people who most benefit from this are the Uzbek people. And I'm very happy for the White Wolves of Uzbekistan, because they are about to get more eyeballs on their national team, the league. And Khusanov, wow, what a story it is. Going from Belarus in 2023 to the Premier League in 2025, it is without a doubt sensational. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, people. Do you think Khusanov is making the right move to go to Manchester City? What does this mean for Uzbek football for the future? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on all the socials. You can find those links in the description down below. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time, adios.